Plain. Are we there? Are we there? Planefl. Planefl. This is what we're doing for Planefl. Okay, so we need to start with Photoshop. Give you a quick preview of what this will look like. Here's Jose Pantoja's award-winning Planefl. This would be like the second version when you spend more time in the Photoshop part of this for the artwork. But what we're going to do right now is just something more like that. Okay, pass through that. All right, so let me go File, New. That guy. We're going to go here to Film and Video, and we want to go over 3 and down 3. Okay, see. Oops. Over 3 and down 3. Try that again. 720 by 480 NTSC-DV. I'm going to call this up here Planefl. Alright, and click Create. Alright, we're going to go to the Rectangle tool, which is down here. Rectangle tool, I'm over here. And I want to make sure it says Shape up here at the top. So now I'm up here, top left. For Fill, we want None. Okay. For Stroke, set a stroke color, whatever color you want to start this with. And for the stroke size, make it 10 pixels. Okay, just click 10. Let's put a 0 next to the 1 there. Okay. And then we're going to come out on the stage. We're going to click hold anywhere from the top left corner, somewhere around there, down to the bottom right corner, anywhere around there is good. Okay. Notice over here, now I'm down here on the bottom right, jumping all around the screen. We want to get rid of the background layer. We don't need it. We just need these rectangle layers. So I'm going to go to this background layer, click it, and then click on the trash can. And come up here and say yes. Here they come. Here they come. Here you come. And I'm going to go. So I have one layer now. It's a rectangle. I'm going to come up here on the stage. Sorry, the image, the document. 'Cause it's Photoshop. Click another rectangle, and then click another rectangle. So I've got 3 rectangles. And there they are, down here in the layers area. Rectangle 1, 2, and 3. All right. So I could change the color of these rectangles just by clicking on the layer that I want to go and change. So when I click on the layer, I go up here to Stroke, over here to Stroke, and it shows you the color of rectangle 1, and I can go in and change it. I go to rectangle 2, or 3, let's say, and change that one. Change that one. Okay, just like so. All right. And that's it. That's all you got to do in the Photoshop side of this. So now I'm going to come up here and File, Save As, and make sure it doesn't say Untitled here. It should say Planefl. Make sure it's in your documents. Make sure it's a Photoshop format, and click Save. All right. Oh, get rid of that one. You won't get that error. Let me try that again. File, Save As. Hey, do me a favor. Why don't you stand at the door and tell people as they come in to be quiet because I'm recording right now. Okay? Stand at the door and tell them to be quiet because I'm recording. Right, save this. Okay. We're done with Photoshop. So go up here to Photoshop, quit Photoshop. And then we're going to open up After Effects. And to find that, you're going to have to go to Launchpad. And look for the Ae! CC 2017, After Effects, CC 2017, it's that purplish Ae! Alright, click on that. Might take a moment to open the first time. We'll sit and wait. Well, we're waiting. Well, we're waiting. I'm drinking coffee. I don't know what you're doing. Hey, I'm recording a video.
Can I come on it?
No.
Shannon, bro.
No, you can't. No, you can't come out. You can't walk through there. I know I don't have any tape. Amazing. I'm out of tape. You guys took it all. You can get that for me for Christmas if you want. What? Roll of tape. Okay, here we are. So we're in After Effects now. We're gonna come up here and we're gonna hit the right X there to get rid of that. And we're gonna go here, File. No, sorry. We're gonna go to Composition, New Composition, and we want to call this new composition Planefl. And we want to make sure it is an NTSC DV widescreen. That second choice there. That matches up the size of the Photoshop images that we made. And then come down here to duration and change that 3. Change it to a 1. So it's 10 seconds long, not 30 seconds long. Make sure you do a close read on that right there. Make sure it looks like that. Remember, you can pause, rewind, fast forward at any part of this training video, okay? So I'm going to click OK right there. Now I need to import those Photoshop files. So I'm going to go File, Import, File, File, Import, File. I'm going to find in Documents my Planefl. I'm going to open that. This is the important part here. You got to make sure that you do this right. So yours might say footage. You want to click the drop down arrow and put composition, retain layer sizes. And you want to make sure that for layer options that second radio button is selected, merge layer styles into footage. Click OK, and you'll see that you have a folder with your layers in. Okay, so you want to click on the Word folder, click, hold, and drag down to the panel below, the layers panel of your timeline. When you do that, you will notice on the preview screen you've got your 3 layers there. They're all selected. You've got white edit dots around the corners in the middle. It's signifying that those are all together selected. So we want to click somewhere in the black area to deselect so that none of the layers are selected. Also, you're going to have one view. It's going to look like this, one view. What I want you to do is go right here and choose 2 views, okay? And yours will look like this. I've got to pause the recording, hang on. Alright, so I'll ask you one more time please to be quiet. Thank you class, thank you. You are at a +1 since I had to say that to you. Don't get a +2. Not yet, not yet. Okay, so now that we've got the 2 views on, we want to turn this project into a 3D project. The way to do that is right here down in the layers panels. We've got some options for each layer, and one of them right here is a little cube. That means 3D, so we got to click that on all 3 layers, or 4, whatever number of layers you have. You've got to click that symbol there to make it 3D. Now the left view over here, lights. The left view over here is the top view, and this area here from top to bottom we call that Z space because that's depth. That's the Z space value. Over here we have the X and the Y, the horizontal and the vertical. On the right, this is what the screen will look like. This is what the viewer will see. And over here we're looking down on top of the screen. And so we see all 3 of those layers at Z = 0. And what I want you to do now is with the mouse, make sure you click out. Okay, make sure you click out so that you don't have any layers, all the layers selected. And you're just going to click, kind of not in this dead center because there's another thing that you might click on there. You want to click just off the center to the right or left a little bit. Just click, hold, and drag. On those arrows, the green is the Y value, the red is the X if you go to the red tip, and the blue is the Z. So if you click on the arrow tips, it will allow you to move in just Well, it moves in that, lets you know what direction that is. But you just want to kind of move it up the screen. Want to move it up the screen. We want all 3 layers in the top third, right about the top third, to give room for your camera. Okay, move them around there. Okay, see that? And on this view, you'll see that it's going to, these are going to move too, look like they're getting closer or further away depending on where you move these guys. All right, so once you have this in place, we now need to add a camera. This is the cool part right here. This is part of After Effects, and you add it as a layer. So we're going to go up here to, well, first of all, I want to make sure my camera gets selected to the top. So I'm just going to click out down here, so I don't have any layers selected, because I had one selected just a moment ago. I'm going to go up here to Layer. I'm going to go to New, and I'm going to go to Camera. Layer, New Camera. And the camera size I want, yours might say 50 millimeter. I want the 28 millimeter camera. 28 millimeter camera. You can keep it called camera 1 is okay, and click OK. The camera now is right there on the top layer. You could see it. You could see it over here, but it's down. These lines, these 3 lines are going in the direction of where the camera is. Camera is down here. So I need to zoom out on the top view. On the left side, I need to zoom out. So to do that, I'm going to click to make sure I've got those blue corners on the left side on the top view. And then I'm going to go out here and I'm going to use 33%. 33% allows me to, is a zoom out enough to see the camera here. I'm going to click on that camera. There's that green, blue, and red arrow right there. So stay off that, because you'll just move in that direction then. You want to just kind of get it from the back. Did you guys see this yesterday? No. Did we get this far yesterday? Oh, yeah. Isn't that an ooh and an ah? Look at that, you guys, huh? Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so we want to record 10 seconds of animation now with that camera. We're animating the camera. We're going to go, it's a when and where on the cameras, on the camera itself. The when and the where. When and the where is controlled by the scrubber. The when is controlled by the scrubber. And the where is where you put the camera at that point on the timeline. All right, so we're going to go and we've got to get some of the properties of the camera. I'm going to click on the camera and I'm going to hit P, and that opens up the position property of the camera. I'm going to click this little stopwatch right there, and that will start recording with these little keyframes, these little diamonds on the timeline now, on the camera timeline, the position. So I'm going to start here. You choose where you want to go. There's 10 seconds of animation here. So I'm going to go every 2 seconds just to speed up this training video. You might want to go every half second or every second. Okay, or every 2 seconds. It's up to you. So I'm going to go to 2 seconds. So at 2 seconds, my when is 2 seconds, controlled by the playhead. And my where, this is where I'm going to move the camera where I want it to be. I'm going to put it back here. Then I'm going to move my when. It's going to be 4 seconds. My where is, maybe I bring it now back to center. When is 6 seconds. Where will be now over here. And then my when is 8 seconds. My where, oops. My where is going to be back where I started. And now I'm going to push through, just like a Walt Disney movie. Push through these layers. Like, that didn't work. Let's try that again. Come on now. There it goes. Okay. Push through those layers. There. And that's my video. So let me hit the space bar and play that recorded animation. Okay. Pretty good. And it'll just keep looping. But this is a video, so it'll play once and stop. You'll have to click play to play it again because we're going to export it as an MP4. That'll be the next thing we do, but I'm going to make a separate training video for that because I know we're really running out of time with this training video. All right, thank you very much. Save it, save it. So file, save as. Guys, it's going to be like a 20-minute video. File, save as, and we want to call this, well, it's Planefl already, but just make sure it's still Planefl, not Untitled Project or Comp1, and click Save. All right, there you go.